Okay, cool. So welcome in. This is your mindful mobility and stretch. All you need is a chair with some space around it to move, and we're gonna get started standing today. Come on up. All right. So just stand in front of your chair for me. Give yourself a lot of space to move, and just stand with your feet parallel. Relax your shoulders, right? Up and back and down with the shoulders, right? So think up to the ears, down and back. We'll do that 2 more times. Up, back, and down. Oh, my favorite hour of the week, you guys, right here. Yeah, now you're gonna roll your shoulders the opposite way. So you're gonna go forward, down, and in. We'll do that again. Forward. How often do you move your shoulders like this? So the answer to that question is twofold. In life, a lot, actually, right? Your shoulder moves in and down, but in fitness classes, we always cue it the other way. So it is actually really important to move it in both directions. One more time, roll the shoulders. Now, see if you can find somewhere that settles your shoulders in. Like, kind of take some really organic movement here. Shake the hands, shake the body, and then find somewhere that's in the middle of those two extremes, right? So not rolling forward, not rolling totally back, but somewhere where your shoulder just sets down. Keep your feet nice and wide. I want you to tap and turn towards your left or towards your right, and then tap and turn towards your right. So you're just gonna go right and left, and then you're gonna follow with the arms. Yeah. So I cued you from the feet up, right? Tap and turn towards one side, tap and turn towards the other. And that's really so you get your hips and your knees going one way and then the other way, and then the arms just follow. It feels so nice just to shake it out. And what we're doing here too, right? Obviously finding a nice neutral position for your spine, but your shoulders are also starting to even out there too, right? Finding that space in between that equal lift and that equal roll forward. Building some heat as well. Let's do one more time each way. Nice. Go ahead and land yourself in the front. Roll your shoulders one more time back and down. This could be a nice inhale up, and then exhale and press down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. We'll say good morning to Karen there. Yeah. So just an easy stretch. Hi, Coffee. Lift up. Exhale, press down. We'll do one more time just to catch me up where you guys were. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now you're going to take your hands to your thighs for me. Feet about parallel. Hinge forward. Find your knees, right? So your back is in that long hinged position we've been working on. And then take your right hand and just take it to your thighs. So you might have to sit down a little bit further. You could even sit in your chair and do this as well, right? So hand on your thigh. Here's the seated version. You're gonna take a little rotation, open your shoulders, and then stretch your arm up. Yeah, so standing version would be like in a little squat here and a little reach. Now take your back of your hand to your low back. And none of this should be hurting into your low back, right? So if you feel tension here in your pelvis, then you might want to sit down, right? And we're just gonna hold the stretch. Inhale, reach your arm long. And then exhale, take the back of your hand to your low back. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back of the hand to your low back. Again, squatting would be looking like this. And then go ahead and keep your body in this position. Keep your arms in this position. You're just gonna stand up. So you're gonna find yourself in a little more of an upright twist. Look back a little bit more. 1 more inch back with your eyes. And then unwind. Let's take those big twists again. So reach it out, just kind of flush that side. So we're gonna do all that on the other side, making any adjustments that you need, right? That could be seated in your chair. Definitely should not be causing any tension into your low back. So if you're feeling that into your pelvis, then you'll want to sit down. All right, now land yourself somewhere in the center. You can either take that hinge to a squat standing, or same work, you're gonna hinge down. This time take your left hand and your left forearm, just rest it onto your thigh. Inhale, you're gonna reach up. We're gonna pause there. You're gonna look up. And you're using a little bit of the leverage, right, of your arm to kind of pull you there. And then we'll add that motion, back of your hand to your low back. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, bring the back of your hand to your shoulder. So gently warming up the shoulders, gently warming up your twist here, that side view, looking up. And then back of your hand there. Let's do one more time. Inhale. And then this time, the back of your hand's gonna land at your pelvis, using your core to lift you up. And then you're gonna continue to rotate to that side, right? And now we just get your neck a little bit more space there. Good, gently release back. Oh, that's a big twist there. Hey, shake out your body one more time. We're gonna work on some organic movements here. So I want you to think about losing the pattern of your body. Also time to take off some layers. It's a beautiful day out here, you guys. So thank you for joining me again. It's my favorite. I always say this. It's my favorite hour of the week is just seeing you guys. So this should feel good at the end. You're still in that little twist. Okay, so we're gonna move on to your lower body here. We're gonna keep heating up your body so we can effectively open it up. Why don't you come to the right or left side of your chair? Just gonna move this over a little bit, Pops. You can stay there. So right hand to your chair, just for a little balance. You're gonna take your inside right leg and let it be like dead weight. You're just gonna shake it back and forth. Right? So let it go. Let the hip be really heavy. And what we're doing here is actually letting gravity kind of pull you down through the hip joint. Yeah. All right, so you're on the left side of your chair. Your right leg is just swinging and swinging. So think like you're a little kid. You're just like swinging and jumping. Let it go. There's really not a lot of muscle control going on, but you feel the front of your hip getting a little bit longer every time it pendulums down. Good, now take that right leg back behind you, and you're gonna turn towards your chair with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're gonna work into a little rotation and twisting again. So bring your left hand to the base of your chair. You can bend your knees as much as you need, and you're gonna open up towards your right side. And then just take a nice breath there. Inhale, lift up, look up. And then let's move this with your breath. You're gonna bring your hands, tap them together, and then look up, reach up. 2 more times. So using the strength of your legs to stabilize you. Arms and core, torso twist. One more, lift up, look up, reach up. And then come on down. Hey, take both hands to the base of your chair. You're gonna bend your knees a lot. You're gonna leave your neck and your chin really heavy, and we're gonna roll you up. So using again the core strength here, you're gonna inhale, prepare. And then exhale, you're gonna tuck the chin and then roll up. Draw the belly up and in. Leave the chin until the last moment. And then stack the head and shoulders. Good. Hey, take a little walk to the other side of your chair. So we're kind of twisting, turning you from all directions here. This time your inside left leg is gonna be the one that you just let have dead weight, right? So opening up the hip there. Could also use a wall or your countertop. Keep swinging. I'm gonna say good morning to Diana. Oh my gosh, you guys, so good to see you. Happy smack dab in your Wednesday. Shaking, releasing, and then you can feel gravity really pull down that front of your hip. Good. This time you're gonna leave your left leg behind you and then turn and face your chair. All right, so feet about hip width apart. Bend your knees as much or as little as you need to keep this really long spine. Take your hands to the chair. You're gonna take your back left hand, reach up, look up, inhale, and then come back down. Yeah, let's do that again. If you need to straighten and bend one leg, it might feel nice to bend your front right leg and straighten out your back left. So just let this feel really good through your spine and through your torso. Lift up. Let's go one more time, you guys. So nice. Just that gentle twist. Gentle being the operative word. Look up. And then go ahead and set your hands on your chair. Walk your feet so they're about hip width apart now. So if they were wider, just walk them in a little bit. We're going to take a couple shoulder extension or shoulder protraction and retraction. So as we get started here, I'm going to cue you with your hands on the base of your chair. But for you, it might feel better even to come to a wall because we're going to be getting really deep into the shoulder blades. So if you feel like with your hands down on your chair, it's too low, then against a wall would be a great position to do this as well. All right, so without moving, well, actually, let's move your lower back first. I'd like you to come into like a cat tuck, right? Little angry cat, tuck up. And then release the pelvis, come to a little cow pose. So feel that movement is coming from your spine, right? That articulation rounding and releasing. Another option could do this in all fours on the floor if you're comfortable there. Another option even still could be with your hands at the back of your chair, a little bit higher up might feel better as well. So you make yourself comfortable. All right, now I'd like you to find yourself in a neutral position, whether that's up with your hands on the back of your chair, or again, with your hands on the seat here. So now holding steady with the core, your back isn't gonna be moving anymore. I'd like you to hold that steady. What you're gonna do is draw your shoulder blades together, the inside borders of your shoulders, pull those together. And then you're gonna exhale and you're gonna roll the shoulder blades and push forward. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, feeling your torso as steady as possible. So it's a really small movement through the shoulders and then pushing. So even in this position, if my hands are against the wall, it's just a pull back of the shoulders and then a rounding forward of the shoulders. Can you isolate your shoulder blades that much? Essentially, they're going like this and going like this. It may be a little sticky the first couple times. It does. We're so used to moving from our bigger muscles of our core to kind of move the body instead of really isolating into the upper back. And it should be almost a little frustrating movement, right? It's a little bit of a frustrating. You feel like you should move a little bit more or get a little bit more done. They really don't take much work there. Cool. All right, so shoulder retraction and protraction. And now your goal here is to find somewhere in between those two extremes. So just kind of let the shoulder blades land. Walk your hands back to your thighs for a little support, and then tuck your chin. You're gonna roll all the way up. Roll your shoulders. Now let's practice that a little bit, that shoulder protraction and retraction without any surface to push on. So sit or stand at your chair, and I'll show you the side view. You're gonna protract by pulling your shoulders forward, like you were like embarrassed. You're gonna kind of pull forward. Let the heads of your shoulders come forward. And then like you're really proud, you're gonna puff your chest. You're gonna pull your shoulders back together, right? That's really what they do. They protract, roll forward, and then pull the shoulders back, open up. Right? Here's your posture. You're gonna roll forward. Usually say not to stand like this, right? It's not very strong of a position. Then you're gonna pull back to that extreme to open up the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Protract. And then retract, right? There's your point of power and strength. We'll do that 1 more time. And usually where most of us land is actually gonna be somewhere in between. Yeah. So now go ahead and set the shoulders somewhere in between. Turn your palms towards me. Feel energy out your fingertips. Whether you're seated or standing, you're feeling equal weight right to left foot. Press your fingertips down. 1 more breath here. Lift your chest up. Inhale. And exhale, just stand in your power, in your mountain pose for a moment. Just hold there. Feeling the torso connected. We did a lot to engage the center of your body. A lot to try to find where your shoulders land, and we just stay for a moment. Good. Shake out the hands, shake out the shoulders, and get that nice organic movement there. Okay, you're gonna have a seat on your chair. Let's move down to your lower body here. Have a seat on your chair, and you're gonna sit, and you're gonna turn and face, let's turn and face the left side, okay? Turn and face your left side. I got a movement chair. Oh, sorry. Okay, but you're gonna let your left leg come in front of your chair, and you're gonna scoot to the edge of your chair so you can get your right leg back, and you're almost in what looks like a lunge position, yeah? But let your pelvis like sit on your chair. I don't want you to slide off either way, but let your hip kind of open up there. If you have the flexibility, you're welcome to grab that back thigh and get a quad stretch there, but don't feel like you need to go there today. You could just hang in this position here. And then again, we let gravity really take over that front part of your hip. All right, so just hang here. We'll be here for about another couple breath patterns. Again, getting that quad stretch if you like, but that's not really the end goal. The end goal is to lengthen everything from your hip to your knee. All right, is everybody good and settled on your chair? You're not gonna slip one way or the other. And you have a lot of space in that hip. Okay, good. You're gonna take your back hand, your left hand to the back of your chair. Give me your right arm with a really tall reach up, inhale. And then exhale, you're gonna give me a side bend towards the back of your chair. Inhale, you're gonna lift up straight. And then exhale, you're gonna come up and over, right? So as you're moving away, it's just that side bend through the waistline. But now you're getting all that space through the hips. A little angled version there so you can see my upper and lower body, up and over. Yes, let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you move. And then come on back. Yeah. All right, you're gonna take this bent leg. You're gonna move it straight away. So left knee is forward in line with your hip. Right leg is kind of straight away towards me. We're now gonna work a little bit more rotation. So left, reach your right arm out towards me. And then you're gonna take a big twist towards the back of your chair. You may or may not get all the way to the back of your chair. That's where you're working. And then you're gonna open up past where your leg is. So we're getting that big rotation front with your exhale. Inhale, open up. We lengthen on the inhale. We fill up. Exhale, contract. Use the abdominals as you twist. Inhale, open up, stretch up, reach up. Yeah, let's do two more. Exhale, twist that nice long length for your leg. Inner thighs working and opening. We'll go one more time. Exhale. This time, take your right hand to your left thigh and see if you can't lift yourself just a little bit more. And very gently, starting from the base of your pelvis, you're going to take a little static twist towards the back of your chair. So you're going to think about spiraling yourself up like a barbershop pole. So it's not a wrench back, right? That barbershop pole is that continuous twist. And when it gets down again, it rotates up. So think about that, right? We twist and twist. When you can't twist anymore, you reset, we exhale, and we find a little bit more space. But everything we're doing meant to open up more space through the lower back. Good, gently unwind. Now this leg is gonna move one more time. Keep your left leg where it is, and you're gonna take your right leg just out in front. You might have to scoot forward to like the corner of your chair for this one. And I know I'm at an angle if it's like this stretch, okay? So we're just at a little angle on this one, just enough that you can kind of balance on your chair. You're gonna take your hands, slide them down your thighs, just hinge for a moment. And then come on back up. Yeah. Then if you were standing, it would look like this. Yeah, a little hamstring stretch, little low back release. All we're doing is sit at the edge of your chair. And we're gonna make this a twist, but going the other way on this next one. So feel that pull, that length through your back. Take your left hand to your left thigh, just like we did in your warm-up set with that twist. You're gonna push down with either your forearm or your hand, and we're gonna open up and look up. Yeah, but this one we're just gonna hold steady. So inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch your fingertips a little bit further. We'll do that 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, look up. One more time. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, twist, look, reach up. Gently release the shoulder. Gently roll up. And then any little wiggles that feel good there, right? That should feel nice. Just kind of twist, move, walk your feet back. And then we'll come to the center. All right, pausing for a moment before we get to the other side. So I'd like you to sit forward in your chair, or again, all this could have been done standing in those different positions with your legs. And then just take a little synopsis, right? A little quick rundown of what one side of your body feels like versus the other side. On the right hand side that we lengthened, right? It was your right leg that was moving around the base of your chair. You should actually feel almost a little bit more space in the right side pelvis. Just take a little mental note, a little check-in of your body. We're gonna make the other side feel just the same. So now you're gonna rotate towards your right side. So right leg is gonna stay there. And then your left leg is gonna be the one that hangs back. And again, that could actually be here. Some of you are gonna feel a big stretch in that hip flexor, even right here. On the other direction, some of you are gonna need to get a little quad stretch, right? And pull up. So lots of different levels here. Take it where you need. Most of us are gonna land probably right here, just letting gravity take that hip over. And we'll add your side bend here. So I set my hand on the back of the chair. Yeah. And then you're gonna lift your left arm up, inhale. Exhale, up and over towards the right. Inhale, lengthen, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Exhale, take a side bend towards the back of the chair. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, float up. Exhale, come up and over. Yep, inhale, up. How's that leg doing? It's just letting gravity pull it. It's hard to just let it go. Good, lift up. Gently let your shoulder rest for a moment. This left leg is gonna go now parallel with your hips. And again, if you were standing, the leg would be out kind of behind you, almost like a warrior 2 position or like a side lunge. Okay, that's what we're recreating right here. So feel free to take this where you need. And I like to press my feet kind of all the way down, just feeling that grounding sensation through both feet. And then hip bones, your 2 pelvic bones, just anchoring down. And this one, we're gonna take a twist. So inhale, float your left arm and like reach it, like someone was pulling you towards the computer, towards the camera. Inhale, keep that space in the front of your body, and you're gonna exhale and twist it back as far as it feels good. Inhale, reach now past parallel, look back. And then exhale, flip forward. Inhale, open. Yeah, so feeling all that length in the mid-torso and the chest, and the spine, open. We use a breath here, right? Like obviously to make sure we're breathing, because we weren't breathing, that would be a problem. We wouldn't be together. So make sure that you're breathing, number 1. But 2, breathing with a little bit of forced exhalation and a little bit of focus. So your exhale is on this twist. So you're gonna inhale, reach, lengthen. And then exhale, you're gonna contract the center of your body, ride the exhale all the way through. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, lengthen, open. Fill the lungs. And set your arm down. Go. Good. Hey, swing this leg forward. And we'll take that kind of reformative hamstring stretch. So again, if you were standing, leg would be in that hamstring stretch. Okay. So now you're on the corner of your chair. I feel better near the corner. Leg is out. And then let's take the opposite side. So you're going to set your right forearm or hand down on your thigh. And you're gonna lift up and reach up with your left arm. Look up towards your left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, come down and through. We can add that movement, or you can just focus on the lift up. Whatever feels good for you today. On this side, for me, it just feels good to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Go 2 more, you guys. So nice, right? So use the leverage of your right side to press down, lift up. And then maybe you like that movement on the exhale. So for everybody, this is going to feel different every day. Some days are going to feel really good to like move with the breath, get some active stretching. Some days it's just going to feel good to find that sticky spot and hold it and kind of work with it, right? And then your movement becomes your breath. You inhale. Exhale, drop it in a little bit deeper. Let's go 1 more there. Come back in. Hey, come back to the center. Shake the shoulders a little bit. Oh, little release there. And then sit to the front of your chair for me. Just to have a little bit of space in the back. So we're going to go back to that shoulder protraction and retraction idea, right? Where we work through your shoulders forward and back. But we're going to add in a little bit more arm movement this time. So plant yourself solidly, either standing or seated. You're going to inhale, lift up, and then you're going to tap the backs of your shoulders, giving yourself like little angel wings. All right, we just hold here. So you should feel a good stretch in your tricep, even your elbows stretching up. Here's the side view, and then back view, just tapping here. 1 more breath here, a little patience. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you're going to take your hands to the back and the seat of your chair. Inhale, float your heart. Exhale, drop your chin, let your hands release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, give yourself those little angel wings. So we're just putting a little bit of a flow here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take your hands back into the base of your chair. Your inhale is that heart lift. Exhale is to come back to neutral. Inhale, float up. Exhale, little pat on the back, little angel wings, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your heart open. Put your hands down. Really nice, you guys. So now you have the flow. And I want you not to worry so much about like each of the details of this movement, or if my hands are down, where my hands are up. I just want you to feel that really organic motion through the arms and through the body. We're going to be here for, I'm going to give us a solid 40 seconds of movement to keep us all honest. I'm actually going to let you use your own breath. So I'm going to try to be as quiet as possible. So just focusing on your inhale. Feel the movement of the air on your hands. Lift up. Exhale, come down. That lift to the chest. If you're just still moving with whatever feels good. That one more time. Good, that feel good just to drop in for a moment. Shake the shoulders. Shake the hands, relax the shoulders. Relax, yeah. It feels good just to shake it out, yeah? Oh, get some good organic movements. I like arms in front of you. Let's just open up the shoulders. We did so much to get the shoulders to really stay in place. And do one more stretch here on each side to really open up the fascia and the muscle of your upper back, which in turn helps with posture, right? And we all know that the better posture we can hold, the better balance and stability we're gonna have. That's what we've been working on in the last couple months. So take your left arm, give me a little wave, And then you're gonna take your left arm across your body. You're very gently gonna hold like your left tricep. Give it a little pull. I feel like you're cradling your arm, not yanking it, right? Let's be very gentle, like as gentle as you would be with a baby or like a small child, a small animal. So it's a very gentle glide of the shoulder, right? So you're just pulling ever so gently to open up that wing of your shoulder blade away from the scapula. Okay, drop that arm. Oh, feel all that space that you just built. Take your hand, same hand, give me a little wave. You're gonna take the back of your hand to your low back and just hold there, right? Without wrenching from the other arm, we're just gonna stay here, let gravity kind of take that open through the shoulder. If you have the flexibility, you could start to walk your hand up your back a little bit, right? And you'll feel more sensation through your shoulder. Now, your shoulders may be like mine, like super tight. So right here feels really good and like a really good stretch for the front. That's what we're going for, right? That good, clean, stretching sensation, not a shake and not a wrench of your joints. We just work with the breath. Now, last piece of this, can you move your right ear towards your right shoulder? 3 breaths here, inhale. Good. Come on back to center. Shake out that arm. Let that feel all that space that you built in all sides of your shoulder there. Let that hang. I'll make the other side feel just as good. Give me a little wave with your right hand. You're gonna take that arm just gently across here. Easy little cradle. Again, like you would cradle a small child or a small animal. Give yourself that same love and same gentle touch through the shoulder and through the upper back. And it might feel good for you to drop your chin into your chest. Blue jean baby, LA lady. Gently come on up, you guys, really nice. Let's go the opposite way. Give me a little wave. Yay. And then back of your hand to your low back. Right, drop that down. That feels really nice to the low back. And again, if you wanted to creep the arm up, you might have a little bit more space to work with on this side, so you could explore. Last piece, draw your left ear, left shoulder. About 3 more long breaths, maybe an inhale for a count of 3 to 4, fill the lungs. And exhale. Inhale, float. Exhale, ground a little bit. One more time. Inhale, float the chest. Exhale. See that gives you a little bit more stability and strength to exhale and ground down. Very gently coming back to the center. Relax your left arm down now, right arm. Over that arm that you were using. Shake out the shoulders. You can give yourself a little shake forward and back. And finish with just a little bit of quiet here. Shake the shoulders, you guys. So whatever feels good, maybe a couple rolls of the neck. Whatever you can settle into a little quiet space for you. That could be slouching back in your chair. There's no judgment here. Little butterfly that was in our outdoor studios. How cool. You might want to stand to do this. So wherever you can be a little quiet and a little steady, just to ground yourself a little bit before we head out into the rest of the world, which is a little wild right now. So we're going to keep this calm, cool, collected presence and breath with your shoulders feeling open. Lots of air and space in that 3D support of your shoulders. Hips got a lot of opening as well. So hip flexors, outer thighs, low back, pelvis feeling open and like there's lots of air movement. Now let the eyes just soften. Maybe you close your eyes. You're just kind of staring off into one space. Talked a lot with my coworkers about just the need to sit and stare for a moment. There's not a lot of thoughts going on, but yeah, wide open eye, but with not focusing on one thing or the other. Sit and stare. So if you close your eyes, you're just staring now at the back of your eyelids. I see a little reddish glow if you have lights on or you're outside. And if you're just staring at one point in particular, I just feel how that actually really does help you to zone out a little bit, right? Shut it all down, zone out, focus on that one thing that you have your eyes on, and like really just see if you can't let your eyes focus on that and only that. For the next minute, we're just gonna focus on either the back of your eyelids and that little reddish glow, or that object that you've put your focus on with your eyes. Right, so it might feel good to drop your chin a little bit, relax the neck. There's so much power in the pause, and I hope that you're feeling that here, right? The more that you can actually focus on that one thing that you're looking at, back of your eyelids, the wall in front of you, your puppy in front of you, that really it does help to calm your brain. It gives you a sense of relief and kind of that weird feeling that there is nothing in your brain for a moment. We don't get to do that very often. And then this power in the pause gives you much more energy, resilience to move forward when those thoughts come back. So do your best to keep the thoughts out for another couple breaths. I know the to-do list is sneaking in. It's hard to sit still, but we can move faster and more efficiently if we take this time now. Now drift off a little bit. You guys keep this calm effort and energy for as long as you can. As long as you can. Sit in this space of stability, calm breath. Just let yourself stare and feel how good that does to just stare. And then when you're ready to drift back, you can drift back. Let the thoughts come back in. They will naturally. See if you can't stay in that space of drifting away for just as long as you can. I'm going to say our official end of class is here, but stay in this space of drifting away. I'm going to let the music kind of roll out for a little bit longer. So stay. Let yourself sit and stare. And the theme of the last couple weeks and with my coworkers. So sit, stare. When the thoughts do start to creep in, maybe you give it one or two more breaths. Inhale, then you let it go. Exhale, right? But hold for a little bit longer as those thoughts, like little clouds, start to creep in. You hold them out for just a little bit longer, and then you can gently bring yourself back, right? It's a little bit of control over the things that we can control. Our thoughts, our calmness, our breath. And it lets the other stuff feel a little more steady if we control the things that we can. Your breath, your thoughts. You guys have a lovely rest of your day. So honored to share this time with you. I'm gonna, yay.
we're blowing up the